Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing some fruity fragrances that I have been enjoying in this super duper hot weather that I've been experiencing. I've put these fruity fragrances into a few different categories, so they're not all the same. And if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on these fragrances, then please keep watching. Hey friend, welcome back. To those of you who may be new here, on this channel I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, and I also sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle. So if any of those things speak to you, then I think you will love it here and I would love to have you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. So the first category in this video is tropical fruity fragrances. The first one I have here is one that I have not been able to put down. I really enjoy this fragrance, and that is Melon Kiss by Navitus Parfum and Gabby Loves Perfumes. This is the first melon-based fragrance that I own, and I really love this fragrance. This fragrance has a melon in the opening and a melon at the mid, and it dries down to something lactonic and creamy and honeyed. I really enjoy a good honey note in my fragrances, and for me, the honey does what it's supposed to do in this fragrance. So you get that burst of freshness in the opening, but the dry down is something very silky and creamy with that creamed honey. I have heard that this fragrance does not agree with a lot of people, and I think it's because of that honey note and that creamed aspect. So it does have a true lactonic essence, and that honey can go sour on people's skin. So just keep that in mind if you're not big on honey, if you typically don't like pure lactonic fragrances. This may be one you want to get a sample of before you go and buy the full bottle. But for me, this is one that I have not been able to put down. I absolutely love this. This one is giving tropical, but not in the typical fashion. It's a very unique tropical fragrance in my opinion. I haven't been able to put this one down. It is so fun and so yummy on the dry down. This one is Melon Kiss. This next one is one that I do not have a full bottle of, but I still have my travel size, and this is Ajaib Dubai Portrait by Lattafa. I did pick this travel size up from Fragbar, and Fragbar is a site that I like when I'm curious about a scent because they have travel sizes. They do decant Arabian fragrances. However, the shipping is pretty pricey, so I do wait until there are quite a few fragrances I want to try out before I order from Fragbar. So this is one that I have not yet added to my perfume collection because I've been exploring and trying different scents, and honestly I just have not gotten around to ordering this full bottle, but a full bottle is forthcoming for sure. This one is so good. This one is a niche fragrance. This one smells luxurious. It's a luxurious mango fragrance, and the mango in here is done in a very fresh way. It's not an overripe mango. It's not a heavy, dense, cloying fragrance. It's a very fresh mango with a bit of sweetness, and there is a woody component to this fragrance. I find that this fragrance is completely unisex. It can be enjoyed by any and everyone, and it's very classy smelling. This one smells very luxurious and very refined, and that is really refreshing for a mango fragrance because most of the time mango is interpreted as fun or creamy, very lighthearted, and very rarely do I smell a mango fragrance that has a refined and sophisticated aspect to it, but I feel like that is present in Ajaib Dubai Portrait. Yes, so if you're looking for a sophisticated and refined mango fragrance, that is what this is. Ajaib Dubai Portrait is a refined and sophisticated and luxurious smelling, very high-end niche smelling fragrance. It smells so expensive. So this is one that you pull out summer evenings for a special occasion. That's where I would wear this. It's really, really nice, and I'm going to get that fragrance. Now, the design of the bottle is not my favorite. That might be another reason I haven't picked it up yet, but I'm definitely going to be adding Ajaib Dubai Portrait to my perfume collection. This is a very nice fragrance, super affordable. Although I feel like you can't go wrong with this one, I have heard that some people do not like it, so get your nose on it before you purchase a full-size bottle. But of course, you can find the full-size bottle for $25 or less, and so I kind of feel like if it goes wrong, you can always re-gift it to someone because it's so affordable. So the next tropical fragrance I have here is Flower Bomb Tiger Lily. So this one, in contrast to the previous two, is your typical tropical fragrance. So whatever you think of when you think of a tropical scent, that's what you're going to get with this one. What makes this one unique to me and what makes it enjoyable for me is that it has mango as a base note. The mango is paired with benzoin, and so on the dry down of this fragrance, you get a creamy mango. So it opens up with coconut, so it's like your typical fresh coconutty opening, but then this one dries down with a beautiful creamy mango. Oh my goodness. So that is what makes this fragrance amazing to me. And not only that, this fragrance lasts a good 5 hours on my skin and clothes. So it is a decent performer, and it's a moderate projecting fragrance. I really love this one. So Flower Bomb Tiger Lily is fresh on the opening. It has a coconut that gives it this tropical and very dense feel. So you get a freshness, you get a denseness. I do pick up the florals in here as well, but it's not a floral dominant fragrance. This one is all about those tropical fruits. And then it has a benzoin on the dry down, which gives it this really warm and rich feel. And I love the way this dries down. I think the perfumers did an amazing job with the notes in this fragrance. And I think the choice to put mango at the base of this fragrance was perfection. I love the dry down of this. It is so good. And at first blast, I'm getting coconut vibes. I'm picturing some kind of pina colada. I feel like the florals in here ground the fragrance and keep it from going too juvenile. So it still smells very perfumey. So you get that fresh coconut in the opening, but the florals in here ground it and keep it smelling perfumey. And then on the dry down, you get another treat, another tropical fruit with a creamy aspect to it. So I really love Tiger Lily. This is one of my favorite fruity perfumes at the moment. The next category is my fruity floral fragrances. So these are fragrances that are fruity, but those fruits also share the spotlight with florals. And the florals are pretty prominent in these fragrances. This fragrance is one of the most complimented fragrances in my perfume collection. And this one is a compliment getter in general. I've heard so many wonderful things about this fragrance, and I've experienced them for myself. And this is Carolina Herrera's Very Good Girl. So to my nose, this perfume is all about the lychee, the rose, and the vanilla. There is a red currant at the top of this fragrance, and I feel like that red currant adds more sweetness, like a syrupy sweetness to the lychee, and both of those notes in the opening of this fragrance makes this fragrance really mouth-watering. But then you also get the rose, and the rose is very prominent here. But this is not a red rose, it's a pink rose. I can't quite remember the pink rose that's in here, but y'all, the rose in here is a very smooth rose. So this fragrance gives off this very mouth-watering and slightly tart, very sweet, juicy opening, and then it starts to develop into a velvety rose. And on the dry down, those notes lose their sharpness and you get a soft and sweet vanillic dry down. That's kind of what this fragrance is for me. This is a moderate projector and this is a moderate performer. This lasts moderately throughout the day. So for me, I typically get about 5 to 6 hours with this fragrance, after which I would have to reapply to be able to smell it. But this is a compliment getter. People love the way this fragrance smells. And it's so fun. At one point, I did not like the shoe, but the shoes have grown on me and I quite enjoy them, especially this really bold red one. So this is Carolina Herrera's Very Good Girl. This next one is very new to my collection. I don't have a lot of thoughts on it so far because I'm still getting to know it, but this is a beautiful fruity floral fragrance. And this one is La Fleur Bouquet by Afnan. This is one I'm super super excited about getting to know. This one reminds me of Armani My Way, which I used to be obsessed with. It has a beautiful mix of florals, all kinds of florals, not just white florals. It's sweet, it's juicy, it's fruity, it's fun, it's feminine, it's bright, it's sophisticated. I love this fragrance, y'all. This fragrance is so well done. I'm not exactly sure what this is a dupe of. I have heard that this is a dupe for Fleur Narcotique. If you have any thoughts on that, please share them in the comments. And like I said, I'm still getting to know this one, and I'll be back with more thoughts once I form them. But just know this is a gorgeous fruity floral fragrance. I recently decided to pick this one up at the request of my subscribers. Again, you all have the best recommendations. I had been asked over and over again to try this one. So I finally went ahead and did it. I picked it up, and y'all, it's so pretty. It smells so expensive. It smells refined. It smells feminine. It smells like a niche fragrance, y'all. It smells so niche. I would wear something like this on a European vacation. Those are the vibes with this one. This feels very effortlessly classy. So this is something you could wear on a day-to-day basis. This is a great signature scent. You could bring this one fragrance on vacation and wear it from morning to night. It's very versatile and it smells very pleasant. This is a crowd-pleasing fragrance. I've really been enjoying this one, so I'm really excited to bring y'all more thoughts on it. So please stay tuned for that. But this is La Fleur Bouquet by Afnan. The next category of fruity fragrances in this video is citrusy fruity fragrances. And for this one, I wanted to talk about a newbie to my collection. This is Pure Ombre by Risala. This fragrance has not been in my collection for very long. I just recently got it, and it's also fairly new as far as production goes. This was produced in May 2024. So a fairly new fragrance, but already this smells so potent, and the fragrance in here is absolutely gorgeous. So this one opens up with bergamot and lemon at the top. I believe there's an orange at the top as well. So a very citrusy opening. And then at the heart is where you get those gorgeous fruity notes. So this is a fresh, fruity, citrusy fragrance that dries down to a vanillic cloud. There's a musk on the dry down. There's an amber and a vanilla. So the dry down is very creamy and sweet, but it's also very light. It does have a musky vibe to it. So this is a gorgeous fragrance. This is a dupe for fragrances like Herba Pura or Mula Mula, the one in the blue bottle. That's what I think this fragrance is duping. I think that if you like those scent profiles, you will really enjoy this one. And this one was about $40, I believe. So to me, this fragrance, oh, it's good. It's good. This is giving yacht life. This is giving Mediterranean vibes. This smells so refined. The fruits in here are not overdone. I feel like this fragrance has a heavy dose of fruits, but it's almost as if those citruses in here that are in the opening cut through some of that sweetness of the fruit so that the fruits never get overwhelming. But this is a true fruity fragrance that is very citrus forward, and everything you think citrus would do for a fragrance, those citruses do it here. The citruses keep this fresh and very clean and watery smelling and very mouth-watering, but then the citruses also cut through some of that sweetness. So it's a very beautifully balanced fragrance, smells very expensive, and I'm really excited about this one. I think that if you have not tried this one and you're curious about those scent profiles, the Herba Pura scent profiles, then definitely check this one out. This is Pure Ombre by Risala. All right, friend, we have come to the end of this video. Per usual, I had lots of fun chatting about fragrances with you. So if you enjoyed it, definitely give this video a like on your way out. If you love fragrance content, I make a lot of it on this channel, and I would love to have you join the family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you never miss another video. Before we part ways today, I wanted to share a little bit of encouragement with you that I received this past week. One of the things I've been doing recently is training my body to the point of failure. So training different muscle groups to the point of failure. And one of the things that the fitness coach I follow preaches is welcoming the failure. So when I've got those weights and my hands start shaking and I feel like they're gonna fall, that's actually a really good thing. It means that I've pushed myself to the point of discomfort, and that discomfort is creating change. And every time I reach that point of failure, but I keep going, on the other side of that is going to be a really nice defined muscle. On the other side of that is going to be success of some sort. That is also something that I've experienced in my professional life. So whenever I reach a point of discomfort, whenever I'm being challenged in different ways, I have to remind myself to embrace the discomfort, because on the other side of that discomfort is going to be a transformed me, whether that be my body or whether that be some sort of achievement professionally. So I wanted to share that bit of encouragement with you today. If you are experiencing discomfort professionally, maybe physically, maybe you're on a fitness journey, wherever it may be in your life, learn to embrace the discomfort, and not just embrace it for the sake of embracing it, but push past it, because on the other side of that is going to be a transformed you. I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.